All right, viewers, you joined me at the scene of changing the swing arm or engine pivot bolt, basically. So what we're doing here, I don't know where the other one went, shoot. Did not prep for this video, obviously. What we're changing here is the inserts into the engine so that the swing arm pivot bolt does not move around too much. So Walsh has made these awesome billet pieces, basically, as seen here, that you replace the stock OEM ones with. The only trouble is they're very hard to get out. So what I've done is I've taken my ratchet end and I've just been pounding it out with a hammer, trying to be gentle and not hit the actual engine because there's some kind of weird resistance there. So here you have the two different ones. This is stock, this is the Walsh. So the swing arm pivot bolt fits snug in there and it's really loose in the stock Honda one. So to make it work with the TRX frame, this is the first thing we need to do before we put the motor in the chassis. So I'm gonna keep hammering away on that, but just wanna give you an update and show you the difference. It's something very important you need to do, otherwise your engine's gonna flop around in there and you don't want that. So stay tuned for more. All right, quick little update. We got the plugs out, the stock ones. So these are those two. I don't know where the other one went, actually. Somewhere. I know I got them both out, so it doesn't really matter. Here it is. So it's interesting, one's longer than the other. I believe that is to, I don't know why that is, but the Walsh ones are the same length, so interesting, but whatever. We put the Walsh ones in the freezer. The reason we did that is to try to get the metal to contract a little bit so that it's easier to put it in this. Then we'll kind of hammer them in a little bit. And once we get that in, we are ready to put the motor in the chassis. And then what we'll do is we will start doing the engine mounts. So this is also, we can get the swing arm in, which is probably the most important structural piece to make sure that it lines up. So once we do that, then we'll use the offset pieces that Walsh provides, which are kind of like these. And it offsets it so that the engine sits in the right spot so that it's aligned with the sprocket, because you don't want your countershaft and your sprocket to be misaligned because that would lead to breakage. So don't want to do that. So we'll wait about probably 20 minutes for basically them to freeze, essentially. And then we'll go from there when we install it, and we'll do a little quick time warp thingy kind of thing. And yeah, we'll wait until then. Thanks. All right, another update. We got the new Walsh bearings in. Took our Motion Pro driver, basically just pounded them in, put a little bit of grease on there, made it slide nice and easy after we put it in the freezer for 20 minutes or so. So the next step is to get this puppy in the frame, and then we'll kind of see what we need to do as far as mounts and everything like that, and we will go from there.